Braden, sure appreciate you being out here today at the rally for Charlie Kirk's memorial, and just wanted to ask you, what brought you out here today?
Charlie Kirk was an inspiration for a lot of youth, and it hit hard seeing that he passed away, and especially that gruesome video around it makes you feel a little different and more personal in the way, and it hit hard.
I was at school during lunch, and my buddy ran up to me and he was like, "Billy, this is crazy. Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck." And at first, I was shocked. I didn't think that it would happen, especially to Charlie Kirk. He was as innocent as they come. And honestly, for the rest of the day, everybody in the school was just completely in shock.
So me and Jackson actually were coming home from school, and we had gotten to his house, and we were sitting down to do homework when we found out. Yeah, it was really shocking. So
I've been shocked by things, but never sickened. And just seeing that, wanting to show up, and just feels like I can help support the cause of free speech after that attack on it. And if this isn't a time to join this cause, I don't know when is.
When it came up that he had been shot and that he was in critical condition, I had almost no doubt in my mind that he would be fine. And so it really hurt to see. But we were all praying in class, and yeah, it really hurt to see that. So
I just prayed a lot. Yeah, it was shocking for sure.
Seeing his gruesome death kind of has messed with me to the point where I think that may as well have been any one of us who wants to speak freely in America. And yeah, I'm a little offended for America right now.
As a mother that has children the same age as Charlie's children, it's very sad to hear about him leaving behind those two small kids, and to see the dialogue going on around it and people being so callous and horrible.
I went to college at Green River, which is known for being hyper liberal and very trans extremist. So it definitely all has affected me, just this whole thing, and just wanting law and order, and for God's Romans 13 government to take place, that a government would bring wrongdoing on those who do evil, would bring terror amongst wrongdoers, and would bring commendation towards those who are righteous. That's a function of a government stated in the Bible.
Why are you here today, first of all?
Charlie Kirk was a man I loved and respected. He was like a beacon of youth for America, I believe, and kind of our leader in general, and I didn't want to miss this for the world. So,
When was the first time that you heard of Charlie?
Probably a couple years ago. I was in debate class and I was looking up debates, and then I saw Charlie on a debate, and ever since that, I found out he was a Christian, and I just watched every single video of his. So
I'm here today because everything that's been going on in the world, it's just had a really big impact on me recently. Just seeing how much our world, how broken our world is, I guess, right now, and just seeing how much we need Christ and how much we need love right now in our country, because there's been so much hate and so much darkness going around, and I feel like it's all just been in 1 week, and so it's been really impactful on me, just seeing all the hardship that our country is going through. So I'm just here today. I don't know, I've been needing some community, and just to be here, to be an American and what being an American stands for, and just, I don't know. I don't think that this man deserved to lose his life. I think that he was spreading his opinion, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And so I just wanted to come here and support that.
Indirectly, he has touched so many people's lives, and then directly he has too. We hear about so many people who have met him and loved him and respected him, and I just think that this is it's a start of something very new for our country with what happened, and I wanted to be here and recognize his life and the legacy that he led for especially young people.
Well, Charlie Kirk made a really big impact. I had been living as a transgender woman up until 2021. And then when I detransitioned and stuff, it was really tough. And I was just following God. I wanted to turn to Jesus with all my heart. It was really tough. And one of the things that impacted me was that I was reconnecting with my boys. I have 4 boys. We'd always listen to Charlie Kirk as I dropped them off to school in the morning, and it was just such a inspirational for my faith, and just kind of believing that God could do the impossible. It was just one of the many factors, and just seeing the profound impact in my boys' life too. My kids are on fire for God now, and they just love to stand for what they believe. So.
He stood for at least what I stand for. The fact that he has a wife and kid, like there's not one thing that I saw about him that showed him as a malicious guy, and he says a lot of the same things that I say. And yeah, I have a wife and kids. I'd hate if that would happen to me and leave them at home.
I came here to honor Charlie Kirk because of the work that he's doing for the younger generation. There's no one else like him who has the heart of the millennial generation and Gen Z. And he was willing to dialogue and to listen to their angst. And he was the heartbeat of that younger generation. And he was there to tell those kids that it's okay to be a Christian. It's okay to be a straight white male in this country. And it's a big deal to me because I'm a mother of an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old sons, and they have been told since day one that's not okay for them to be who they are. With the rise of toxic masculinity, and Charlie not only told them it was okay to not be ashamed, but also gave them guidance how to do it in a biblical way.
Charlie Kirk was a big inspiration to me. Growing up without a main father figure in my life, he was such a man of God that I want to model my life after, along with Jesus. And he inspired me a lot to debate as well. Watching his debate videos for the past year and a half has really empowered me to know that my voice, I do have a voice, even though I'm younger than everyone else. And just putting a new perspective on politics and how we can bring God into our politics.
He connected with the youth really well. He liked informing a lot of people, and I loved his debates, and he was one of the very few debaters that would let people debate back and actually hear him out. And I loved that he never pushed anything on anyone. He just opened his mind and heart to everyone and accepted everything. And then the video again, seeing that makes you feel a lot more, because it's someone that you cherished and it was a good cornerstone in America.
He's just been such a great influence to not only the younger people, but also just everybody. And he also just he showed us Christians how to just be the best that we can be for Christ.
What did Charlie Kirk mean to you, and what does this mean to people of your generation, and how do you think people in your age demographic should move forward from this?
Mm-hmm. Charlie Kirk, honestly, I didn't really watch his videos. I would come across them on Instagram Reels every once in a while. And my sister really, she went to one of his rallies at GCU. And so he really didn't have much of an impact on me, but I know that he was a good Christian man. People say he spread hate, but I really don't believe that. And I think that moving forward, this has had a huge impact on me. I want to share my faith, and I want to stand up for what I believe in, because some man who was doing that, he got killed for it, and I just feel like maybe more people should stand up for what they believe in. And I know I've been seeing videos everywhere, which who knows what's real and what's not, but I've been seeing a lot of people who this has really impacted them to start sharing their faith and to start standing up truly for what they believe in, because it really is an important thing to do.
He was a really powerful man, and he really let the light of Jesus go through him, and that was really inspiring to see. And so, yeah, that's just to support and to be encouraged that now it's our turn to come up and inspire the nation.
I think the main thing that we need to do is keep our heads and kind of respond how Charlie would have. We need to just further his mission. We can't respond with violence, because that's not going to solve anything, and we just need to fight for America in a peaceful way that's only going to result in a good manner. But
If you wanted to share one message to others like you, what would it be right now?
Right now, I think it would be, because I feel like a lot of people are feeling alone and feeling like this is just such a dark world that we're living in, but this world is not our home. And we will one day be in heaven if we decide to repent and believe. And I just think that's the most important thing to remember, is that this world will never bring us the peace and the hope that we need, and the only place that can come from is Christ.
I would hope that we all would stay level-headed and vigilant and not go towards violence. Charlie Kirk would preach non-violence and actually talking through things critically. He fostered an entire generation of people our age that are lifelong voters and people that are able to actually think with reason and not do unreasonable things like assassinate people who have differing political opinions. It's disgusting when people think that the only answer is violence. So I really hope that we can all just take an approach that is reasonable and calm and godly and correct.
The time is now to start acting. We don't have to wait. Even though we are younger, we still have as much of a voice, and people will try to put us down, but we're all voting in the next election, and so we are the future of this country, and we're deciding on our future right now. So the time to act is now. And when this happens, people tend to ask, why God? We should be asking, what now? What do we do now? What is the next step that we take toward making this country a better place and to become better Christians like he did?
I think that we shouldn't back down. We shouldn't shrink back. We shouldn't be afraid of speaking truth in the public square. And we need to continue fighting that good fight. And we need to take on that mantle and say, I'm Charlie. I'm here. I will continue this fight. I won't be ashamed for the gospel and what we believe. I won't be ashamed of being a Christian in this nation.
Charlie focused on family and faith and every aspect of life. And we just have to basically live our lives as Christians. We can't go to church on Sundays and then be someone else on other days. We have to just live as Christians and serve God with everything we do.
If this idea that free speech is no longer protected and it's not safe to freely share your ideas, as controversial as he may have been, a lot of people did not agree with the ways in which he would go about talking or a lot of his main key points when it came to many different topics. But it's a very dangerous situation or ground to stand on when you feel like, or when the entire country feels like, free speech isn't protected.
My response is I'm sick of the two sides things, the left and the right. I feel like in this situation, just being on my feed on Instagram and Facebook, I think the sides are the people who are celebrating this, and that's not all of the left. And my message towards everyone is that if you want to support this stuff, what's your place here? So, and that's not going towards the left. It's just towards folks that are for this.
Right.
So.
My take on it is, blessed are the peacemakers. He just wanted to talk, and I would encourage people to conceal carry and be ready for this.
We have to stand unabashedly for truth, for biblical truth. And I hope that this isn't just a passing product of grief that we see everybody saying they're going to stand up now, but that people actually do. And I hope that that's what people focus on going forward, is staying stalwart and standing up for truth no matter the cost.
It's natural for us as humans to want justice and to stick up for somebody who has done wrong. But I think we need to remember that God's justice is divine. Many of his martyrs didn't see justice in this life. They'll see justice in the next life, or they won't have life at all, and that should bring us peace. We don't have to deal with it here. We just need to love these people because we're all sick, and they're sick, and they need somebody to love them through it and to take them out of it, if that be possible.
I think we should go to church. Truly, and the amount of people that I saw in the ether of the internet saying I didn't know Charlie, I didn't like Charlie, I'm not a Christian, but I'm going to church this week. Like, that's amazing. And I think that's where we should go. And I think through Christ, that's the only thing that can heal a nation that's this divided.
Yeah, the only solution is Jesus Christ. He's the only one that can provide a root out of wickedness. And the more love we show our neighbors, the more prosperous we will be. So Charlie definitely believed that too.
We need to turn to God. That's the only answer. As a country, we need to repent of our sins and turn to Him. It's the only thing that'll save us.